Good morning. I said I would at some point do an update of a wallet that I have, the Treasury Wallet. So I'm going to do that today and just give you a little bit of an overview of life in our home. So I said to you on the last video, I've got an itchy nose, sorry. Let's clean that. That's good. Right, all good. So I said on the last video that I was going to stop doing cash envelopes, which I have done, primarily pulling our money, which is what we are doing now, and it's really working well for us. So we're ahead of the game with bills. When they come in, we pay them, rent's paid, everything's done. So that makes me really happy. So I thought, well, now it's time to challenge myself a little bit again into how I can really work the money that I have left just for my personal, stuff that I've got to do. And I told you before, birthdays, all that sort of stuff. Food and everything is taken care of out of the pool of money. So now I have to really work with my personal money and see how I can go with that. So I decided to do that. And so it's not traditional cash envelopes as such, because as I said, we pull the money. So what I'm working on is the money I actually get left for myself to work on the things that I want to do. I know that I said I don't put aside for coffee, and I haven't been, but my husband had a bit of a short stint in hospital this last 2 weeks ago actually, and being in there every day, and being in Australia, the restrictions in the hospital, you only get actually an hour a day. So I'd get out early before having breakfast and grab a coffee at the hospital. So that's why I decided I was thinking about it, why don't you put some money aside again, just in case you want to go out and have a coffee, because I haven't really bought coffee out for quite a long time. So that's what I've done. So I've sort of reworked things a little, and I will show you shortly how that works. But I'm also going to show you the wallet that I have used for a long time now. It's the Treasury Wallet, and I changed the categories inside it because when I stopped doing the cash savings, I didn't need to have all the categories that I had in it, but I still have other things which I'll show you. But it's a really great wallet, and it's going strong. It's lasted quite a while, and I used to change my wallets all the time because I like variety. Sometimes I like a leather one, sometimes I like a vinyl one, and this one's it's vegan leather, but it's fabulous, and it doesn't really show anywhere. It's been going quite a long time. A little bit grubby in spots, but you just wipe it off with a cloth and you're good to go. So I'm going to put my glasses on for this part because otherwise I can't see, so I can't show you properly. So we've settled into our house. I've been here nearly 2.5 months, I guess now. We're living right in Melbourne, so we're 15 minutes away from the city. It's apart from the traffic where we live, it's great. It's much better than where we did live because we've got access to doctors, hospitals. Everything's pretty good down here. Cost of living we're getting used to, so that's not an issue. I think making the big decision to do what we did was the best thing we did in this last few years, because it really gave us an opportunity to change what was happening and not going down the rabbit hole where we couldn't afford to keep a house that was having challenges. So, and my husband having challenges with accident and with medical, all that sort of stuff. There's a lot of things that played into it, so we made the right decision, I know. I have a few friends in Horsham which I miss, the people I miss. I miss working there because I had a voluntary job, and I love doing that. But you've got to weigh up what's best in the bigger picture. So I'm really happy with what we've done. So my dog's just wandering around. I was looking at what he was doing, so he's just trying to. What do you want? What do you want? So I'm going to show you this wallet now. It's a Treasury Wallet. This is the large one. I know they make a smaller one, and I do use the smaller one on occasion when I don't want to take a big bag, but this is the one I use pretty much all the time. I'll do the outside first because it's got the centre flap. Got all my cards. I'll just hide my ID. Got all my cards. Plenty of room for cards and stuff here. Lots of pockets. Cards. cards. So you know, I've pared down my cards, but I still have a lot. So that's the outside. On the inside, which is where I always said the magic happens, you open it up with a zipper, and it looks like that. There's lots in there. So I'm going to put my glasses on, and I'm going to tell you and show you what I've got. So in the front here is my coffee. So I've got coffee, I'm pretty sure it says coffee. And I've got a little pouch. I think this is a jujube pouch. And I put that in there for the coffee. So I'll usually change because I'll make sure I've got a bit of change. The next one I have is spend. So I have a bit of money in there. The next one after that is shopping. So I have to buy, if I buy something down the street, I've got a little bit of money in there. Not a lot, because I don't buy shopping like clothing or all that often, but sometimes I, you know, like to get something if it's on sale or something like that. The next one is miscellaneous. So I've just got my little notepad in there. The next one after that is receipts, and I just keep my receipts in there. And the back one doesn't have a category, but it's just, you know, bank stuff, how to break down money if I ever wanted to do that, which I used to do when I was doing cash savings. It still applies if I want to get coffee money or get some money that I want to spend and then put some aside, which I'm going to show you how I do that in a minute. But it's a really functional wallet. The centerpiece has your zipper for coins. So the coins that I'm not using for coffee go in that bit. It's a really nice wallet. And as I said, the quality is really, really good. If you want, I can put a link down below. So just send me a message if you're interested in acquiring one for yourself, and I will do that. I will put the link down below for you. So the brand is Treasury, and I know they had different colors. This is a, I think, I can't remember, some sort of pink it is anyway. It's really nice. It's a peachy pink, and I love it. So that's what I use daily. And I said that I have money in my spend, which I do there. But I also, when I get, if I have money that I've put in there and I haven't used, I put it in the back here now. So there is money in there. If I can get it out, there it is, 50 Australian dollars. So if you haven't seen Australian money, that's what it looks like. It's a $50 note, sort of a yellowy sort of color. So what I do is I take that out if I have something that I don't want to spend, and I separate it from my everyday here. So this money here, so it doesn't, I don't get tempted. I'm getting better with money. So I take it out of there, put it in the back, and when I get home, I transfer it to, this is a Kate Spade Wellesley planner, which is pretty old. I've had this for a long time. It's pretty old, but it still functions really well. I had lots and lots of different envelopes and different folders. I was accumulating a lot of folders because I got sort of caught up in the you know, YouTube videos and all that sort of thing, and I think I can do that. But I really spread myself thin doing that, and I realized that didn't work for me. So I have this one, and I have my wallet, and we have the pooled money in the tin. So what I do is when I take that money out of there that I don't want to spend, I put it in my Kate Spade. It's like a folder really. It's no coin section in here, but it's just like a folder. I was showing you upside down. Actually, that's, I think I kept that. That's the original. You see it? That was the original thing that was in there. So what I have in here now is 3 envelope types. I got this one from one of the ladies on Etsy, but I just chopped the sort of top off so I could get to the money. So just at the front end there. So that's bits and bobs, other birthdays. So there's money in there for somebody's birthday coming up, which won't be long. Then I have Maggie, personal, and savings. And I've got my savings money in there. So I've got a little bit of money in there. So what I'm going to do is put that $50 into here. And I don't count it, I just put it in, and you know, at some point I will count it. And then the last one is home. So, and these are clear at the back. And that one's just for, you know, anything that comes up at home, eating out. I don't have a category for eating out. We used to, but we sort of don't eat out that much now that we're here in Melbourne. I haven't found a good pub to eat at, so basically I just have this one, and I'm happy with that. So that's that one, and that's all I have, those 3 categories, because this one covers me and savings. This one covers birthdays, you know, and other Christmas probably when I get started with that. And that's all I need in there. So that's just stays at home, and my purse goes with me everywhere on my wallet. So I try to keep it simple. I adapted that from, oh, I didn't put that away. I've got little post-it notes in case I need to write myself a note. I have adapted it from the original cash savings that I was doing. It was really pushing me to the limit because I didn't have enough cash, because I wasn't working. Well, I was working. I was working at a voluntary position, but I didn't get paid for it, so we had our same old income, so it was really hard to stretch it thin by having lots of folders, and it didn't really work for me. If I was working full-time like when I was younger, and I had a lot of money coming in, that probably would have been an ideal time to do it, but you know, I didn't. So this works for me now. So primarily I've got my wallet for every day, and that's my complete, everything I've got is in there. Then I've got my little bit here, savings that I showed you just then, the 3 little envelopes, and that's it. The birthdays, other, you know, I know what other is, so whatever it is. Me, savings, and the home one, which is just like, you know, any little things at home that need doing, and that works for me. So that's really how I've simplified it, and it's working. I don't have to worry too much about doing not that I ever had to, I wanted to be part of that world, doing a video every fortnight to show you how I save my cash envelopes. This way I just do it, I'm responsible for what happens for me, and I don't think about it. Once I've done it, that's it. I get on to other things in life. So with where we are at the moment, you know, we're really happy here. Apart from my husband's little accident, we're really happy here, and we're enjoying this, you know, Melbourne and all the things that go on in Melbourne, and just exploring things. It doesn't always cost a lot of money to go out. You can get on a train, you can get on a tram, you can get on a bus, go to the gardens. Even in winter, there's lots going on. Lots of little laneways where they have coffee places, which is, you know, a reason to also save more money for coffee and stuff, because I love my coffee, as you know. So, you know, there's lots of little laneways and arcades and lots going on all the time. And it's just, even to window shop, it's fun to look in the beautiful displays. There is an arcade in town, I'm not sure what arcade it's called, but it's got all these beautiful cakes and pastries in the window, and it's like a whole 3 or 4 tiers of these gorgeous cakes. I must take a photo one day and I'll insert it, but it's fantastic. It's absolutely beautiful to look at, and that sort of thing makes me happy. My husband's not mobile as well as he was, so he's in a wheelchair now primarily when we go out, so we push him around so we can go to places that we can go to with the wheelchair, and a lot of that is just window shopping. It's really enjoyable. I love doing that. So I just wanted to show you where I'm at. We're happy. We are really happy in Melbourne. And cash-wise, we're doing better than we were when we lived in the country. We also feel there's more energy to put into things that we can do that don't cost a lot of money. There's lots and lots you can do. Food-wise, we're doing well. We're still doing our menu. I don't know if I ever said that to you, but we do a weekly menu and we pretty much stick to it. So we eat much more plant-based things than we ever did. Not a lot of meat. We eat fish, chicken, we eat everything, and we eat nourishment. You know, everything's good for you, but we don't eat meat like we used to, and that's a good thing for us. So we eat lots of veggies and plant-based recipes, that sort of thing. So we do the menu and we stick to that pretty much, which helps us with our budget. And as I said to you in I think the last video, we don't buy and hoard, which is what I used to do, because I think that comes from bringing up children. You always make sure there's food in the house. I don't need to do that as much now. We're not huge eaters, but we like to eat well. So yeah, it's really helped with our budgeting as far as food shopping goes, that sort of thing. And we are always now not feeling stressed about money because we have money there to cover everything that we need when we need it. So I'm really happy about how things have turned around for us. I feel a lot happier about the responsibility I take with money, with paying everything, but also with paying my own things. I don't feel stressed about it like I was. And I think that's a really, really good thing. So if you guys individually try something and it doesn't work for you, try something else. There's always other answers. You don't have to stick to one thing because everyone else is doing that. You do what's right for you. You work out what's right for you, and you work out what you can within your own means. Kudos to everybody that gets through their day and their life the way they want to, because they've chosen a path that works for them, because that's all what we're trying to do, and we've done it. I'm really happy. Not to say that in a year's time or 2 years' time I might change it up again, who knows, but at this point in time I'm happy where we're at. So that's a little bit of us. Until next time, talk to you again soon. Bye for now. Bye-bye.